Okay, before I even take any of this down, I am going to clean it out and throw stuff away. Wish me luck. And that I can't even deal with that right now. Okay, so life updates, just to catch you up on where we are now. Last year, all summer, I was a 4th grade teacher and I was gonna be in person. And then about 3 days before we went back to school, I found out I was going to be 3rd grade, which is great because I taught 3rd grade forever. And then I found out I was virtual, not so great. And then I got to school and I started prepping my room because I was hoping we'd get back in February. And I got a call from my principal and they had prepped my classroom for an allergy situation with one of my 4th graders that I was going to have. So myself and the teacher across the hall had to swap spaces. This is the Wednesday before the children arrive. I have never moved so fast in my life. It is the most rage-fueled move I've ever done. I mean, the poor lady I swapped with had pencils hanging from the ceiling, big inflatable pencils. She just finished hanging them and then we had to swap. So the nice thing is my room is still set up from last year. So there was not as much setup to do, thankfully. Now I'm at school and I gotta find a parking spot. This is gonna be fun. Okay, there's the room as it is. Not too bad. A couple things falling off from summer school. There's the pile of unpacking that I will be getting to. Okay, so when I unpack, I do it not in a focused way at all. Kind of wander around the room, move a few things, wander around the room some more, move a few more things. I also only had about 4 outlets in this room, including the power pole. So the whole electrical situation, trying to plug in all of my lights and computers and everything else was kind of difficult, but got it done. And I ended up switching this halfway through the year. I ended up moving my table to the other side of the room and my co-teacher to this side of the room, and it worked out so much better. But that was once we were allowed to put the kids' tables in groups. And at this point, they were not allowed to be anywhere. I did take down some things from the previous year, and moved the library over just a little bit because I had to fit the Chrome carts. Now I got these super cute beaded clip things from Hobby Lobby, and I could not for the life of me figure out where I wanted to put them, and I tried them in like 700 spots, and you'll see where they ended up eventually. But there was a lot of trial and error with those things, seeing would you fit, would they go there, would they go there, and kind of at some point I just kind of gave up. The other fun thing I did in this room was I put up a brick wall in the back using wallpaper. I will never do that again, but it looked really, really cool. I tried to do a time lapse, but my camera was kind of like dying for that. And so the only thing I could do time lapse on was my phone. And so I got a bunch of the brick wall done. I ran out of the wallpaper because I didn't order enough. And so I went ahead and started setting up desks, which is not usually what I do at this point in the process. Usually desks are like the last thing that I do, but they were just kind of in the way and I needed to get them where they were supposed to go, and I had to set them all 3 feet apart, and that was a challenge. I'm very glad to not have to deal with that anymore this year. I did fix this. So this cabinet is actually all this ugly pink color back here, which I may or may not cover this week. I don't know. It just depends on when we get time. This whole thing was all that ugly pink color, and so I covered this part with contact paper, with the wood contact paper, and this part with the marble. And I put one over here that didn't match, like I got the wrong kind of marble paper or whatever, and it's been driving me nuts. So now it looks beautiful. Those are all going. I mean, everything's a hot mess right now, and my library's empty. There's 1,000 things that still need to be done, but we made some progress. Okay, so I'm about to go for the day. Don't have a ton of time tomorrow. I have about half a day. I did get these up from Hobby Lobby, which are really cool. This is gonna go up here and make a little writing process thing. I've got a pencil that I designed for Teachers Pay Teachers that I might put up. I don't know, I haven't quite decided. Still have some things to fix. Obviously the brick wall's not done. I gotta go order more of that. Got some stuff put away. Tackle that mess later. Okay, before I even take any of this down, I am going to clean it out and throw stuff away. Wish me luck. Okay, I got a few things cleaned out and set up today. I haven't even opened some of these cabinets, which is ridiculous. Still got to go through all of that stuff and put my library out. Did get some of my things up. I've got new remote controls for the lights. I decided I'm going to do this and put my Student of the Months here. That was this little Decker pack from Hobby Lobby. It's really cute. Gotta get together one of those lights. I don't know what I'm doing with these little things yet. Gonna put a pencil thing there. Need to figure out something for up here because it's like really naked, and that I can't even deal with that right now. So my room is mass chaos, and I'm okay with it because I'll tame some of the chaos tomorrow. So now I'm working on emptying out cabinets and putting up a few more decorative things, and you have to punch out all the little letters and things that come with one of those Hobby Lobby decorator packs, which is kind of annoying, but they were really cute. They were kind of farmhousey, and it only cost like $10 for the whole kit. So it wasn't a big deal, and I kind of knew I'd probably throw them away after the next year, but that would be fine. It was only $10. And they just kind of went with my theme and were a cute little addition to the classroom. Had like a wreath, some letters, a little pot of plants. Very nice. I did finally get in all of the brick and finished it. I did have to cut some pieces out underneath where the canvases were because I didn't have quite enough, so I had to kind of fudge it to make it stretch. I will never do this again. It looked beautiful from a distance, but up close I could see how uneven it was, and I could see all the seams, and it made me nuts, and I ended up taking it down at the end of the year. So stay tuned for what might happen next year. Okay, starting to make progress. I fixed these lights, and all my lights are now on a remote, which is really cool. The brick wall is done. Clearly, I have not made a whole lot of progress on these, although I did clean most of them out, so we are sort of making progress. I now have some cool LED lights on the bookshelves, which I'll show you in just a second. I fixed my D, got that all done. So we had meet and greet today, and we actually have a virtual day tomorrow, so I don't have to come into school. I'm probably going to, because I have to hang up some shelves. But I'm about to show you guys my completed room, and we're just going to pretend that some things are complete, but they're not. And I will tell you, this is the least complete my room has ever been before the first day of school. In terms of like really ready to go. Usually I'm 1000% ready, and this time there's some things that I'm just letting go. I went on vacation right before we came back, so I didn't have the time I usually do, and with summer school we couldn't get in early, and so usually I like to have another whole day, and if I'd had my whole day I probably could have gotten everything done that I wanted to get done 100% and be ready. But what's important is that when the kids walk in Tuesday, it's ready for them. Everything else will get done that week, and it's fine. So I'm actually off to Home Depot to buy hooks because I have nothing for my children to hang their backpacks on. I had nothing last year, but it wasn't a problem because they only came to school 2 days to do SOL testing. They didn't bring backpacks. And I'm going to grab a couple things. I also need to grab some plants because I have killed my classroom plants, and so I need new ones. But I love having something living in the classroom that the kids can take care of. I think it's a good practice for the children to care for a living thing. And so I have plants. And also my friend gave me a really cute group planter that is adorable, and I want to use it. And the kids think it's funny that there's plants growing out of Groot's head. So these, not these specific rules posters because I made these myself on my Cricut on some canvas. But these rules in a poster form are all available in my store, and I'll link it down below. And I made my little goofy Star Wars thing that says this is the way to go over our rules. I made these last year on the Cricut. They're just little sayings just on a white canvas, and then I put up this wallpaper. We're gonna ignore the part where it's a little wonky. So I have my jobs and my birthdays. I haven't filled them in yet. I'm gonna write the kid's name on here in dry erase marker, so I can use these again. These are also in my store, and I'll link them below. And then here are my drawer jobs. They fit in the little Target squares. I don't actually change the jobs that much. I actually put the kids' numbers on a little circle and stick the numbers on here, and they're this job for a week. I've toyed with doing the applications. It's just easier for me to assign it, and the kids get to do kind of everything. I made those on my Cricut as well. So there's my little job board. I am gonna do the pencil challenge this year, like Jessica, my girl. It's on Teacher Pay Teachers. It's pretty cool. I do have some extras though here, and I have my Sharp and Dull, which are part of a decoration pack that I made for this room so that it would all match and be really simple and really printer friendly. And this is gonna be a turn-in bin. I think I haven't quite figured all of these out, and I think I need some more bins, but we will see because I haven't finished emptying everything. Then here is my cabinet that I covered, new rug, obligatory sink and humidifier. These are where I will put my standards, and I made ones again that match that decoration pack, so I'll just print them off and slide them in, and they'll go in a little folder down here when I'm not using them, so I can get to them very easily. Those will be my guided reading groups. That's laminated, so I can write on it, dry erase marker, change the kids out, and then that will be where our schedule is. And then I just use a calendar, and I put it on the wall with on the board with magnets, and it is easy, and I don't have to change it every month. I just pull the paper off. These have been here forever. I made them with my Cricut, and then just some fun little signs that I've collected over the years. This is getting changed out for a fabric one, hopefully. Some desks that need to go. I need to put a battery in that and hang that up, and the Keurig is not staying there. This is kind of going to be their supply table, things like that. Homework, which I don't give a lot of, but still there. Anchor chart section. I have not wanted to tackle this because everything is a hot mess over here, but this will be where our schedule is. This also will have stuff all around it, and this is where I'll put like all of my teacher things. And actually I have a co-teacher who's in here sometimes, so this is kind of going to be her area, I hope. This will be reading. I think this will be math. I'm not sure what to do with these yet. I'll figure that out eventually. And then this is my little writing area, so this might end up being reading just because it's right next to writing. This cute little thing was in the decoration pack from Hobby Lobby, and then these are linked below. They're in my store. It is actually a tracking chart, like you can get little clips and clip numbers to them. I'm probably not going to do that. I'm probably just going to have it up here as like a poster reminding of the writing process, but it's still really cute because it's pencil. And then my cute little sun catchers. Library that's still not done. I am probably going to read these 3 books at the very least the first week of school. I love this one. This one's really cute and funny. This is the first day of school book. This is my favorite. It's really goofy. It's really silly, but it has a good message. And then we'll do Unto Otters. I don't read this one because everyone reads this one. Like last year, like 3 other resource teachers read this to the kids. So I was like, no, we're not reading this again. So I don't read it, but I have it just up as a thing that says, woohoo, you are welcome here. But yes, this is my favorite. And we'll be reading that the first day, and you can see my Spud Trooper poking out, and I do teach 3rd grade. So I have some fun little, this actually came from Rome right outside the Colosseum. So I have a little Colosseum model. This is from something in Haiti. And then I have the Darth Tater hiding out over here. This is a little lightsaber and my Harry Potter pennants. And Lord of the Rings quote. Narnia, Harry Potter. And then I will be putting Student of the Month up. So I caved and bought one of these light remotes from Amazon. It's really, really helpful because I can actually turn on and off all of my lights. Except for the rope lights, obviously. They can't get turned off. And here she is, the final classroom.